All right, fifth grade. So today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be writing some numerical expressions and we are going to be solving them. This is a review. We have done this in a couple different modules, so this is something that you guys are used to. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to read the expression, I'm going to write it in numerically, and then I'm going to solve it. So this says 3/5 of the sum of 13 and 16. Okay, so I know that sum means to add. I know that these two that are together, that's where my parentheses is going to go. And this of means to multiply. So I am going to do 3/5 of, which is multiply. And if you notice, I didn't put a multiplication sign here because whenever you have a number and it's right next to that parentheses, that means to multiply. I'm going to add 13 and 6 together. So 13 plus 6. Okay, so there's your numerical expression. Now I'm going to solve it. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3/5 and I'm going to multiply it by 13 plus 6 because I always have to do what's in my parentheses first. So 13 plus 6 is 19. So this is 3/5 times 19. Now remember I have that invisible 1 underneath, so I just multiply straight across. 3 times 19 is 57/5. And I don't want to leave it as that improper fraction, so I'm going to come up here, 57 divided by 5. 1 minus 5, I get 2 left. Because we already had that fraction, I don't need to worry about doing a decimal. I'm just going to leave it in this 11 2/5. Okay. This one says subtract 4/3. So I know I'm going to subtract 4/3 from 1/7 of 63. So here's my of multiplying that. Now, when it says that I'm going to subtract it from, that means my subtraction is going to be in the back. And I'm going to do 4/3 because that's what it says. And in parentheses, it's going to be 1/7 of 63, which is, I shouldn't have put of, it should be multiplying. Okay, there we go, multiply that. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and solve it. Multiplying, remember I've got that invisible 1, so multiply straight across. I have 63/7. Here we go. And I am going to subtract 4/3. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to first kind of take this and see if I can convert this. 63 divided by 7. Okay, let's see here. 49. $63 divided by 7. Let's see here. Because I think this is what I'm going to do is I want to convert both of these into, and then 63/7. 7 will go in 8 times. Oh, it goes in 9 times. That is my bad because it goes in completely evenly. Sorry, that was my mistake. So this is 9, okay? So basically what I'm going to do then is, because I can't subtract a fraction from that, and I'm not going to do my whole numbers yet, is I want to turn this to 8 and 3/3 minus 1 and 1/3. And when I do this now, I do 8 minus 1 is 7, 3 minus 1 is 2/3, and your answer is 7 2/3, okay? 6 copies of, so I know that this is multiplying. So 6 copies of the sum, so sum is going to tell me I'm adding. These two numbers are what's in my parentheses, 9/5 and 3. So I'm going to do 6 times, let's do 9/5 and 3, okay? So when I do this, I know that 9/5 plus 3 is going to be 3 and 9/5. So I'm going to do 6 times 3 and 9/5, okay? But what I want to do here is, first of all, let me go ahead and I want to convert this because 9/5 is an improper fraction. 9/5 is actually 1 and 4/5, okay? So I'm going to be doing 6 times 4 and 4/5, okay? I'm going to turn this into that improper fraction. So 5 times 4 is 20 plus 4 is 24. So I'm going to do 6 times 24 fifths. Okay, so 24 times 6, 2, 12, 13, 144 fifths. And now I'm going to convert that into a mixed number. 144 divided by 5 goes in 2. Bring down my 4, goes in 8. And I get 4 fifths. So the answer is 28 and 4 fifths. Okay? Alrighty, so then the next one, it says 3/4 of the product. So this is multiplying again. So the product, this is again multiplying. These are going to be multiplied. So all of this is going to be multiplication. So I'm going to do 3/4 times, and then in parentheses, 4 fifths times 15. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and solve this. And I'm going to do 3/4 because I know that's what I'm going to do. And then I want to multiply 4 times 15, 4 fifths times 15. Multiply straight across. So 4 times 15 is 60. So it's 60 fifths. Multiplying again straight across is 180 20ths. Okay, 180 divided by 20, well, it doesn't go into 18. So when I think about it, 20, 40, that's going to be 9. So my answer right here is 9. Okay, so guys, pretty simple. Reading what it says, writing the expression, and then going ahead and solving it. Remember 2 different things I want you to remember from this. Always do what's in the parentheses first, then what's on the outside. You don't necessarily have to have that multiplication. So when you see 3 fifths and then this parentheses, you know that this automatically is multiplying.